This is Valley News Live at 10.
Governor's announcement: North Dakota's statewide mask mandate will end Monday. But that's not the case for many counties. Today, health officials in Grand Forks issued an order to continue the mask mandate. That starts Monday morning. Masks must be worn in indoor businesses and in public settings, as well as outside when social distancing isn't possible. In Fargo, Mayor Tim Mahoney is also continuing the mask mandate through February 18th. Jamestown police want you to keep an eye out for these dangerous pills. They say they might be tied to many overdoses in the area. The pills are small, light blue, and round. They're marked with an M on one side and a 30 on the other side. Police say you should not buy, sell, or take these. If you have any information, call the Jamestown Police Department. That number is on your screen now. It's 701-252-2414. The battle between playing it safe and having fun continues as families try to find kid-friendly activities during the pandemic. Valley News Team's Callie Hubbard found a place in Fargo for all to enjoy.
Finding a kid and family-friendly activity in the era of COVID-19 isn't always easy. That's why many people headed to the 4-Star Ninja Academy on Saturday. Matea Wright from Moorhead is one of the many kids taking fitness to the next level.
Try as hard as you can. And if you don't win, that's okay.
First place, we have Matea.
Saturday, she came out on top after a month of training for the North Star Ninja Games at the 4-Star Ninja Academy in Fargo.
It's amazing, and it's actually why we started coming here about a month ago, was because we live in Minnesota and all youth sports paused. So we've got hockey players and gymnasts, and my kids were home distance learning, and I just felt like we need movement.
We break things down by agility and balance and give them multiple runs.
Co-owner and Vice President Dustin Jelmstead saying it's a way for kids to experience what a ninja competition would be like without having to be part of a league.
We break up our age groups so that we don't overload one session with people, and so we require everybody wear masks at all times until the athlete does their run. We take temperatures at the door.
Staying at 25% capacity and spreading out chairs for families so everyone feels comfortable while cheering.
We're trying to build up that confidence in each individual and promoting that team atmosphere. So yes, we are doing runs against each other, but we're a community. It's us against the obstacles, not us against each other.
Parents like Danny Wright encouraging you to get the kids moving again, especially with the pandemic and winter, because she's seen the positive impact on her kids' physical and mental health. In Fargo, Callie Hubbard, Valley News Live.
If you want to learn more, you can get involved by downloading our VNL News app and click on this story. A state legislator has proposed a bill that would allow North Dakotans to sue social media companies if they're canceled, according to Fox News. This comes after Big Tech's recent censoring of the president. The bill states that social media sites would be liable for damages to a North Dakotan whose speech is restricted, censored, or suspended. That is, as long as it's not obscene, violent, or harassing. Free speech experts say that the bill would most likely not survive since users agree to terms when they sign up. The largest show of force in the history of our nation's capital is intensifying. Tonight, more National Guards troops moving in ahead of Wednesday's inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden. State capitals across the country are also targets right now, according to the FBI. Jay Gray has our story.
Right now, Washington feels more like a military installation. Camp Capitol. Streets barricaded, thousands of National Guard troops, boots on the ground standing guard around the clock. A 7-foot fence topped with razor wire surrounding the core of the city.
I feel like I'm in a different country. Like, I wanted to call my mom and tell her, like, what is going on.
Federal agents continue to track threats of violence ahead of next week's inauguration. The FBI also warning right-wing extremists have called for armed demonstrations at state capitals in all 50 states.
I think that that's a reflection of reality. It's an unfortunate reality. I think it's an indication that that some people have lost self-control.
The level of concern and security growing across the country.
And many of our community are terrified as of right now. So we're doing everything we can do to ease their tension. And how we do that is we prepare.
Preparing for a mission that means much more than securing the buildings they surround.
Not just to defend the property, but to defend our democracy, which hangs in the balance.
A delicate balance ahead of a transfer of power different than any in the history of our country. Jay Gray, NBC News, Washington.
President-elect Biden was asked today if he feels he'll be safe at Wednesday's inauguration. He said yes. Hundreds of people working at Lutheran Social Services of North Dakota are out of a job. The nonprofit announced it's shutting the doors and ending the programs that have helped many in need for over a century. The financial struggles have been leading the agency to this for some time.
The agency has a small number of programs that can just not be turned off because of the clientele they serve. Retail businesses, you have seen, can close overnight. A human services agency cannot.
Still, some programs will close immediately and others will be phased out. Look at this. Here's video a West Fargo man caught on his Ring camera today. He's sharing this video to warn neighbors about what he thinks may be a coyote in the area. It was captured near Albert Drive West and 9th Street West just before 4 this morning. A ranch is a total loss after a massive grass fire near Lemon, South Dakota. The fire has been burning since Thursday. Nearly 30 fire crews and several other emergency crews were on scene. The fire came close to about 20 homes. 2 firefighters were hurt and some livestock were killed. The community is rallying around to help the family through this tough time.
We have people calling, offering hay hauling, fencing materials, food. The food has been immense. Manpower, any equipment, so many different things, and it's been pretty incredible.
Investigators are still trying to figure out what led to this fire. Later on Valley News Live at 10, there are fridges popping up on sidewalks stocked with food for a community. But first, we'll take a look at your forecast with Lisa Green.